Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Nathan Daley. I'm your law enforcement translator here to give you guys insight from a law enforcement officer on some of these tough, difficult topics and conversations, incidents that take place in this country. I'm gonna give you my insight, my perspective. So first and foremost, before we get into that, I want to shout out my subscribers. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Listen, we are on our road to 10,000 subscribers. We're doing good, you guys. Just started this channel October last year. We're making moves thanks to you. So with that being said as well, those who are here for the first time, welcome. Make yourself at home. Please enjoy the content. Look around. Check out some other videos. You guys have a lot of great content from what I was told. In the meantime, I'm still going to put some good things together for you guys. We're going to have some good conversation. So with that being said, let's get into this topic for tonight. Listen, Texas. We all know Texas is like the wild, wild west of this country in a sense with their laws and how they govern and handle things. They do handle business, but incident happened a few days ago. Three 18-year-old Hispanic males. I'm going to tell you about this story because this particular story actually resonates with me on a couple different reasons, and we're going to talk about it. 3 teens arrested for murder. Right? 2 of the teens are brothers. The other teen is a friend of the 2 brothers. Murdered the stepfather of the brothers. What happened? So the three suspects, the brothers, are Alexandro and Christian Trevino, and the best friend was Juan Eduardo Melendez. Again, all these are 18-year-old boys. They are accused of beating a 42-year-old Gabriel Quintanilla to death. Now, let's talk about this incident, you guys. What happened? This is in reference to the 2 brothers' sister, 9-year-old, who was sexually assaulted by the stepfather. Stepfather being Gabriel. You know, we don't know to what extent the sexual assault took place, but we know it happened, right? Allegedly, according to the 9-year-old. The 9-year-old told the mother, said, hey, Gabriel, stepdad, or could be the father of the 9-year-old. We don't know. They didn't really break it down exactly. Came to the mother and said she was touched inappropriately. Described to the mother what actions Gabriel did to her. The mother's enraged. The mother tells the sons, right, the 2 sons, what the sons do. Christian and Alexandro, confronted Gabriel, confronted him outside. You guys, they beat the brakes off of him. They beat him up. Turned into a big fight. They assaulted him. Cool. I think that's all within reason. What happened after that? Gabriel fled. He fled the scene. He's trying to get away. He left. Now in comes their friend, Juan Eduardo. Juan shows up. It's the best friend. He shows up in his car. He's like, no, we need to go find this guy. Right? They chase him down to a nearby apartment complex. They assault him again. Beat the brakes off of him again. 3-on-1. Beat him bad. Injured him. We don't know to what extent or where from the first whooping he got to the second one. They don't know what extent those injuries came about, right? But what they know in this moment, they beat him bad. That's all we know. They beat him bad. So what happened? Gabriel went about his way, went about his business again after the second whooping that he received. What the brothers and the friends do? They went back. They started contemplating. They end up switching vehicles. They end up switching into a truck, a pickup truck, a white pickup truck. They say, listen, we need to go find him again. Listen, you guys, this is the 3rd encounter. They drove around looking for him. They find Gabriel walking down the street. They pull up alongside him in the truck, jump out. You guys, look, they whooped him again. This time, one of them had brass knuckles. Beat him so bad, brought him to an inch of his life. They threw him in the back of the pickup truck, drove him a little whiles down and then dropped him off in a field. Gabriel ended up dying in that field, you guys. He was found by one of the pedestrians passing by, found him laying there, called the police. Dead on arrival. So upon investigation, they looked into it. The police doing their job, they find out that the two brothers and the friend were responsible for his death. What else did they find out when the police picked up Gabriel's body? They found out he had a warrant for child molestation. Multiple offenses from the past. So what was the issue, you guys? This man was a pedophile. He was a known pedophile. He was in the database as being someone who had committed offensive sexual assault on children or child molestation in the past, according to the investigator, the DA who was speaking about this case. He has a history of this to some degree. He didn't dive into it. This was a 9-year-old girl. She was her sister. Now, it's tragic. It's disturbing. It's unacceptable that he did what he did to the 9-year-old. What the brothers did, though, it's understandable. The anger, the frustration, the rage. I would have had it too. I might not agree with their methods, but I understand, right? I have a mother, I have a sister. I understand. I don't have a daughter, but I can only imagine as a father what I'd be willing to do to protect my daughter. How far would I be willing to go to protect her? My kids in general. So there's two arguments that need to be made, the moral argument and then the legal one. Legally, they're wrong. There's no way around it. In situations like this, how do we look at it? When we're investigating these type of crimes, how do we look at it? You guys, in these situations, they're very special because you can almost sympathize, empathize with the suspect and their behavior. You say, listen, my sister was sexually assaulted by the stepfather. I lost control, beat him to a pulp. There's not too many people that are going to be disappointed in that. But there's a thin line of protection that the law provides you in moments like that. We call them crimes of passion, where you have something you can lean on just a little bit. Say, hey, listen, I was so enraged. I lost it. The emotions got over me. And in the moment, I reacted. I reacted like any normal person would react under those circumstances, seeing or hearing that their young little sister was violated. You got some wiggle room in the courts. A jury will give them a little wiggle room. What they do wrong, though, because see, this is beyond a crime of passion. The first assault, we can give you that, right? We can give you that. The second assault, we're going along the lines of, you guys, he left. This is a whole separate incident now. Anytime you have a significant pause and a change of scenery, you're then creating a new charge. You're creating a new set of circumstances. You start diving into the waters of premeditated actions. So the second time, he said, hey, we fought him, we beat him up, boom, boom, boom. He left. We chased him down. You could say the events are still connected. But the problem is Gabriel's no longer a threat. He's running away. And now by you chasing after him, you are now becoming the primary aggressor. You were already the primary aggressor in the beginning. But we would give you a little leeway because of the emotional response after hearing what you heard. People give you a little leeway. But now the second time, the second portion of the incident, the assault, you are now the suspect. You are now the aggressor. We've seen this. Where do we see this type of aggression? We saw this in the Ahmaud Arbery case with the McMichaels trial. They chased him down. They hunted him down. They were the aggressor. They were the aggressor. So now it goes from, hey, I made an honest reaction based on an emotional response, and we beat him up pretty bad. Now he fled, he left. We never called the police, right? We never tried to rectify this civilly afterwards. We hunted him down, assaulted him again with an additional person. And then after that, he leaves again, and then we gather together amongst our small group. And what do? We start plotting and planning. Hey, you know what? We need a truck to carry him in after this assault. Now we're starting to orchestrate a plan. We're starting to premeditate the third assault. Hey, this time, bring the brass knuckles. He needs to feel it. He needs to feel it. They hunt him down again, and the third time, it's fatal. They kill him. What are these guys being charged with? Alexandro Trevino, aggravated assault, family violence, engaging in organized criminal activity. They hit these boys with like a RICO charge. This is similar to like a gang charge that we would put on people for collectively coming together and orchestrating a violent event. Christian Trevino, the brother, aggravated assault, family violence, capital murder, and engaging in criminal activity. What about the friend, Juan Eduardo Melendez, capital murder, aggravated assault, and engaging in criminal activity? You guys, these boys are done. And when you look at their picture from their mugshots, they're completely content. They look content. They look like, yeah, we handled business. But they're well aware. Well aware. I looked at the photos, and these brothers they're like, yeah, we did that. And we did it for my sister. This isn't the first time something like this has happened, you guys. It's not the first time. You know, I worked a case a long time ago. There was a gentleman who was sexually assaulting women. Over, I believe, 15 women in like a 2-month period or something like that. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to find the article. I'll put it up if I can find it. He was 19 years old. He sexually assaulted almost over 15 and 20 different women from all ages. You know, from taking cars, carjacking, to infiltrating into a woman's home as she was putting in groceries. You know, you guys, I've seen so much. It was so bad that my unit, the unit I was in at the time, I was working in special operations, and we went undercover. Like 30 of us went undercover in that community because he was assaulting women in this perimeter. It was almost like a 4 to 5 mile radius. He stayed within that perimeter, and he was assaulting women. And when we get the call, it would be too late. It was a serial guy, right? I can't use the other word. So what happened? We went undercover. He attacked another victim, tried to take her vehicle. She fought him off. When he was unsuccessful, he took her vehicle. She was able to call 911. We were already saturated in the area undercover, and we responded. You know, he wrecked the car. We got him. You know, he resisted a little bit. We put the 1-2 on him, and he was apprehended. And I think he's spending the rest of his life in prison. You know, those women will never be the same again. I'm saying he assaulted women from all ages, you guys. You know, this stuff is not a joke. You know, I've sat across the table from pedophiles, had conversations with them, interviewed them. Sat across the table from people who have sexually assaulted women and boys. It's hard, you guys. It's hard to look them in the face and not put your hands on them. It's very hard. I know some officers and some investigators are better than me because I can't be in the room with them. It's very difficult when you hear the things they've done. So with these gentlemen, from a legal standpoint, you know, they're wrong. I understand them. From a moral standpoint, I understand. I might not agree with the methods, but I understand, right? I understand. So their life is, they might be done. Obviously, this is murder. They're 18 years old. You guys, they're done. They might have the support from the community nationwide. People are going to say, hey, we get it. You know, some people might say they would have done it too. Some people make the moral argument. But they took it too far. They took it too far. The first whooping, absolutely, you get a standing ovation out of me. The second one is questionable. The third one is unacceptable. Third one's unacceptable. Definitely premeditated. No way around it. Don't care what he did or what he committed. So, what do you think? I had a case one time where the son, I think he was 20 years old, beat the brakes off the stepfather for putting his hands on the mother. Beat the brakes off of him. All right, scrubbed him, mollywopped him, dragged him, tossed him, folded him up. And guess who showed up? I did. You know, the young man was sitting on the couch. His hands had some blood on it. And I saw the mother's face. You would have thought he hit her with a bat. Her whole eye closed, purple, black. She had some bruising around her neck. She had a purple mark on the side of her rib. The son said, this is the last time you're going to put your hands on my mother. Beat the brakes off of this man. I looked at him and said, hey, bro, I feel you. Because if that was my mom, you're a better man than me. I said, now, we got to take a little ride, but you're going to be straight. We got to ride out of here, but you're going to be straight. Because it wasn't self-defense, it was premeditated. Right? He wasn't near the incident. He found out about it. He came home. With the plan. Put his hands on. I said, listen, man, I understand. And you have my respect. And of course, you know, the stepfather went to jail too. You know, he went to jail. The son was looked at as a hero, protecting his mom. You know, I can't even remember if I even put the man in handcuffs. So I get it. You know, so what are your thoughts on this, you guys? I think it's tragic all the way around. A little girl, 9-year-old girl, her innocence disturbed, taken. We don't know how long or how often. We have a man who's been living the pedophile life for a very long time, according to his criminal record. He had a warrant already for the actions. He's done it before. One would argue that maybe, you know, law enforcement wasn't able to fulfill their promise. It's unacceptable. It's disappointing. We have some sick people out here, you guys. It's hard to navigate around them. You have to be careful who you bring around your children. My heart goes out to the three young men. I understood what they were trying to do. I don't condone what they end up doing, but I understand how they felt. I hate that they're going to probably more than likely spend the rest of their life in prison. Right? So, what do you guys think? With that, you guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And with that, good night. God bless.